This is what I needed when I was packing my hospital bag. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juhi. I am a first-time mom of now 17-month-old baby girl. In today's video, I want to talk about newborn essential. I never thought this would be a newborn essential, and to be honest, not many people mention this item. And that is baby nasal aspirator. A few weeks ago, Grownsy sent me this package. So I've tested it out for the last couple weeks. By the way, I will cover pros and cons. So stick around till the end of this video to find out if this is a product that you need in your hospital bag or in your nursery or in your toddler's bathroom. Let's find out. If you are soon to be a parent, I have to share my story. The first night, my baby couldn't fall asleep, not because she was hungry or she needed to be changed, but because she couldn't breathe properly because of her congested nose. So I remember holding my baby in my arms after going through labor and delivery and still bleeding and still didn't have enough sleep. That's the toughest night of my entire life as far as I can remember. And most hospital will give you something like this, which is a nasal aspirator, but it's manual and it's kind of like an air pump. So this works okay, but it's hard to get it right. So I had to do several times, and that irritated my baby's nose and the mood even more. What's different about this versus this is the precision. It's electric, first of all, and it has a motor inside. It sounds scary, but don't worry, they do have a different power mode. So it goes from mild, medium, and strong. If you turn it on, you can go up and up. This one is for adults. I would not recommend this for a newborn or a baby. I try to use this on my daughter, who is now 16 months old. If you are a parent of a 16-month-old baby, you know they will protest against everything. And this wasn't an exception. But I have to tell you though, I had flu, so I actually used this on me. Oh my God, it was just so satisfying. I was able to get so much boogers just in one shot. Since it is electric, it's very effective, which is great because you don't have to shove this aspirator several times. You can just do it once and done. My issue with runny nose is that I have a pretty sensitive skin, and you know, when you blow your nose 100,000 times, you will get red, irritated skin right around the nose. And this was a great solution because there's no blowing noses, there's no irritating skins around the nose. Another pro about this machine versus this old school manual bulb is that you see, where does the booger go? Where do you think that the boogers or anything that come out of your nose or their nose go? I guess it stays inside the bulb, right? I mean, where there's no other hole I can find. So this is definitely a disposable item. I don't think you should use it year after year or month after month because I don't think that's hygienic. On top of that, it's hard to clean the tip too. How would you clean this tip? On the other hand, the Grownsy baby aspirator is fantastic because these tips, you can take them off. You can wash it with soapy warm water. Also, the bigger pro is you see this little chamber, all the boogers or the dirty stuff, it stays inside. They do not leave the chamber. So that is fantastic, and you can see what you've collected. This is something you can use year after year as long as the motor is working properly. Even though this might be more money upfront, in the long run, this is maybe more economical. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is a medical product. So this is HSA and FSA eligible. That is a big bonus as well. If you have money sitting on FSA money, you know those money will not be rolled over, right? Also, they have like nice bells and whistles. There's a light button right here, you know, has a nice like blinking lights, and it has music. pretty soothing, right? This is definitely very thoughtful design. Now, let me talk about the cons. Happens to be the pros, which is the motor. Since it is electric, it's very effective, but the downside of it is the sound of it. Even though this machine has music and lights, it still sounds like a motor. I think that could scare a baby and even toddlers. I just wish it was a little bit quieter. Maybe they will make a next version that's a little bit quieter than this one. Another thing I want to mention, since it's so effective, I don't think you should use this a lot in a row. We want just a minimal approach that is not too evasive. I feel like some parents might be so excited that this is so effective, they might just try to overdo it. Just be mindful that you should use this minimally whenever it's necessary to give a nice, effective suction. By the way, when you are using an aspirator like this, you have to use the saline water along with a nasal aspirator. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions, and if you want me to review any other products that are baby, motherhood, parenthood related. I'll be happy to do so. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.